Do you want to automate the collection of Certus Quartz clusters with magic? First find a budding Certus Quartz cluster in the overworld, typically in meteors, and then craft a cardboard box or mechanism using sawdust. Right-click this onto the budding Certus Quartz, then break the box, and then go back to your base where you have a source of Ars Nouveau, the magic mod Ars Nouveau source. And this can be generated from growing crops, a mob farm, several other sources. Put the budding Certus Quartz nearby. Shift right-click the box to place the budding Certus Quartz back in the world. Then place a chest next to it. Craft a basic spell turret from Ars Nouveau. Then put it back into your crafting grid or crafting table and change it to an adjustable spell turret. This can then be placed on top of the chest adjacent to the cluster. Next, place a block one away from the budding Certus Quartz. Then take your Dominion wand from Ars Nouveau, right-click the adjustable spell turret, and then shift right-click the top of this block that's one away from the budding Certus Quartz. Next, you have to apply a spell for the spell turret to fire it. And you can do that by using the Ars Nouveau spellbook. Open the spellbook, and then write a spell in this form. Use projectile, break, and then pickup. These are all tier 1 glyphs, the break and the item pickup. And create that, save it to the spellbook, then right-click the spell turret with it. Now you can see the spell turret will cast, when given a redstone signal, the spell of projectile, break, item pickup. And all the items that it picks up will go into the chest beneath it. To apply redstone signal, there's many ways in Minecraft to do that. This is an example of using the RF Tools timer. Now right now it's firing every tick, and it's using the source nearby to fire that spell, and it's going beyond the budding Certus Quartz and breaking blocks to the left. We want to adjust this timer to longer times. To do that, just right-click it and set it for approximately 10,000. So this runs on ticks, and there's typically in Minecraft 20 ticks per second, as it shows right there. So it's going to be about 500 seconds. Once you have access to tier 2 glyphs, you can change the spell to add in the glyph of luck, which will act as fortune, and you can apply 4 of those, or maximum, to the break. But still remember to apply that pickup glyph so that all of these Certus Quartz will go into the chest beneath the spell turret. Then right-click this onto the spell turret, and now it's applying the luck enchantment, or luck glyph, 4 times. Now this is an automated, fairly early game method to generate large quantities of Certus Quartz crystals. And you can see in the chest that if your timing is long enough, it'll get Certus Quartz crystals. If it's too short and it breaks the cluster before it's fully grown, it'll get dust instead. That's an indication you need to make it longer. Once you have gathered enough Certus Quartz, you can accelerate this process by applying growth accelerators to 4 surfaces of the cluster. One could be applied underneath the cluster as well. Make sure to place these down so that they are in this arrangement with the 3 lines at the bottom. These can be wired to an energy source using quartz fiber. Each one's going to need a quartz fiber attached. Those need to be connected with flux cable. And then to an energy acceptor. And then finally to your energy source. In this case, I'm using a flux point connected to my power network. Now you'll see that each of these devices, the growth accelerators, are now online. Now the growth rate of the Certus Quartz will be much faster, allowing you to decrease the delay time to 1,000 ticks rather than 10,000 ticks. Placing a block such as obsidian or the Ars Nouveau Void Prism on top of this leftmost growth accelerator will prevent the spell turret from breaking this growth accelerator if it fires and the Certus Quartz crystal is not fully grown. And this is how you get access to large quantities of relatively early game Certus Quartz crystals.